Hi everyone, Tandy here. It has been a long day, and I am in a very reflective mood. So I had my consult with the chemotherapy doctor finally. I said I'd be open to it, and I was open. And the doctor was great. She answered my questions. She, you know, gave me time and space to, make a decision and reach out to her. She said that, between my PET scan, the CT, the biopsies, the evaluations, the MRIs that I've had, that the tumor is growing beyond where it was, and it's in the jaw, in the bone, and the sinuses, this side right here, and it continues to, put a lot of pain and pressure on me. It's getting tough to wear my glasses because of the pressure right here. Anyway, she recommended a port because my veins, they roll, and my veins can sense a needle a mile away, and they run. She's recommending chemo as an adjunct with radiation. You knew that was coming, right? And she's recommending once a week for 7 weeks. Sorry, that was our dryer. And the two drugs that she is recommending is, I'm going to probably demolish these names, but it's cetuximab, cetuximab, and cisplatin, cisplatin. She talked about both of these drugs and why she would, want both of those drugs. And she explained the side effects and the infection, and the fact that I have immunoglobulin deficiency is concerning. She said they'd really want to watch me closely, and that there are some things that we can do to help, increase your white blood cell count, my white blood cell count. So that was reassuring. One of my BFFs, Mark, today said something very interesting. He said, Tandy, you have, talked about all the horrible things about chemo and all the stuff you've read and watched. And I have a question for you. Have you ever dedicated time to watching videos or reading stories about how chemo has helped people? And I said, you're brilliant, Mark. Why, no, I haven't, other than the 20-page pamphlet that was in the hospital this morning. And he said, that doesn't count. And I said, oh, I beg to differ. Anyway, it got me thinking. And then he said, whatever your decision is, Tandy, you got to be all in. You got to be all in. No more trash talking chemo. You got to, embrace it and imagine its healing powers and qualities, with this. So the doctor, I don't know if I've mentioned this in another video or not, I don't know, but the stage of the cancer is T4A. So it is spreading around the bones and tissue, and here's the thing. If that continued, or if all the cancer isn't resolved with radiation alone, and I need to have surgery again, the surgery would require a fourth of my palate, up above, to be removed. And they said they would replace it with something, but I forget what at the moment. That kind of was like, oh, hello. And from this tooth back, the whole jaw and bone area there would be gone. And down here, some of the jaw. That is not very comforting. And of course in the sinuses as well. And that would require much more substantial reconstructive surgery. And I don't have the money for that, first of all. Second of all, I've had a lot of mouth surgeries, you know. I've had the 4 cancer surgeries. I've had 2 reconstructive surgeries. I've had and oral surgeries, and I've had a lot done in my mouth in this lifetime. And the thought of that kind of surgery is not very appealing. So anything that I can do to prevent that kind of drastic measure, I really need to be considering. So if you have experience with either of these 2 drugs, if you have experience, you know, a positive experience with chemo, I kind of chuckle, sorry about that. Or, you know someone who has, and I'd love to hear that story. And likewise, if you or loved one have gone through chemo and radiation and you have any advice for me about, okay, Tandy, if you choose chemo, here's what you really need to you know, watch out for, and here's, you know, what we recommend. Things, you know, either in the, you know, tools you got to have in your toolbox, or oh my gosh, had I known, then, you know, I would have, I don't know, eaten ice chips every time I, you know, had chemo. Whatever that is. So anyway, I'd love to hear from you. It's been a very reflective day, an eventful day, and I have a lot to think about. So I'd love your feedback, and I appreciate your prayers, your positive thoughts, and healing energy coming my way. Thank you so much. Mwah.